Been watching a little bit of Dragon's Den recently. Now, I don't watch TV pretty much ever these days because I'm building a business. I have a new family. Time is limited. Time just seems to be flying by. And I've always loved the show and I've always wanted to be on it. Like, it's just, I've always loved business. And yeah, you learn a lot. Like, you do learn a lot what's going on currently. But I'm just being a little bit disappointed with some of their choices. And even one of them let on that they had a call like last minute. And a lot of these businesses, this is my problem, a lot of them are just like hobby businesses, which I've got no problem with. We're all about that with nonconformity, doing things that don't necessarily make money but you're passionate about. One of these was like a dinosaur adventure thing for kids, which, you know, is all good, but it just wasn't really going anywhere, or a business. And I'm not knocking people doing this because we are actively encouraging that. But I'd say, like, sometimes it's best just to keep your passions aside from business and make some money in other ways and have some passionate kind of organizations or businesses or pursuits or activities that aren't necessarily tied to money. They can get in the way sometimes, not complement each other. And some of them are just like, they've only taken a few £1,000s. They haven't really proved themselves. One was a gravestoning business. They've only got 10 subscribers. One of them was a hen sitting business. Like, if you go on holiday and you've got hens somewhere to sit your hens, and she'd only taken like £4,000. So I'm just like, is that the best that's out there? Like, I know they need to show a cross section of what's going on out there, but it seems to me that, I mean, there are some good people doing some tech things and some inventions. They're always good, and I guess they try and keep a mix of um, different businesses to show people a taste. But I think it's not really making it accessible for the normal person, which is what we want to do, especially with today's technology and automation tools, AI tools, outsourcing opportunities with the internet, and things like Upwork, which can connect you to remote workers. So I was hoping, because I'd not seen it in years, I thought, well, I'll watch this and just see how kind of up to date it is with the current business. And although it is up to date because it is current businesses, it just felt a little bit dated, the show. I've got I've got an idea to apply to Dragon's Den. Once non-conformity companies taking a good few million a year and mostly profit, and go in with the beginnings of the physical businesses, whether that's pizza. I've got an idea for the physical side of the business, which isn't just pizza, but it blends a lot of things and extends the experimentation and playfulness of business models and combinations of the business models into the physical space, into a unit which is always evolving and changing and doing different things, and doing some things free, some things cheap, and some things that make money, promoting local community, bringing people together, and always changing. So it's a big unit. And then you'd just do food, but you'd just have like one or two amazing things on the time that was seasonal, that always changed. And you'd make just coffee, you know, a pound, a filter coffee for a pound. Have it as a meeting place, a community place, things for artists, musicians, um, stand-up comedy nights, music, entertainment, education as well, though, you know, workshops, the stuff that we're doing online to bring people together and do live workshops. So it'd be nice to start that once we've got the foundation of money with the online stuff, go on Dragon's Den, and then be like, they're like, oh, this isn't a real business, let's look at your financials. And I'll be like, yeah, we're making 1.5 million net profit a year. So they'll be clambering over themselves to get a piece. But then what I like the idea of doing, because we've got non-conformity partner and we want to do kind of what Dragon's Den are doing, but just simplify it. And it's nonconformitypartner.com, where, because a lot of the businesses that we're doing are helping people, educate people, set up their own businesses. And it's like, okay, ideas, how do I get ideas? Okay, idea third, you can pay us for personalized business ideas, or here's how you can do it yourself for free. Okay, business creation, how do I do it? What are the tools? What are the resources? How do I get it launched? Okay, when it's launched, how do I market it? We're going to provide all those avenues largely for free. But if somebody really wants to partner with us, and we can basically set it up validate the business and get it going even quicker, and using our audience that we'll have built up, then we're just going to have a very simple formula where it's okay, partner with us. It'll be under the nonconformity brand. You'll own 50%, we'll own 50%. We'll fund it and pay for it, all of the costs, and yeah, propel it really quickly if we like the idea. So people can apply for that. Now, I like the idea with nonconformity, Dragon's Den going in and raising money, but not for the company, because the company won't need actual money. I'd say, like, look, if there's 3 of you dragons or 4, or whoever wants to put in, we'll use that money to set up something new, called something new. Well, we'll do our own version of Dragon's Den, but my way, where there's no negotiating the stake. It's just a very simple. People can apply. It's either a yes or a no, and if it's a yes, you're on board. You'll get 100 grand, and it'll be a 50-50 shareholding stake. So the person with the business owns 50%. Me and any number of the dragons will own 50%. And then it's a different formula, a similar formula but different. And then I guess you could have lots more pictures on the television show, not long and drawn out conversations and questions and negotiations and all of this. It's either a yes or no. So you could have a big online application process and wheedle down the best to come in and do a 5-minute pitch, and then we just have to choose like a small number of those. Just an idea I had today. We're watching Dragon's Den. I love the show, and I want to be on it once I've got this going. And I've had ideas of doing something a bit different, a bit fresher, a bit more current as well, a bit quicker. And yeah, just the format. It's a different format, but it's a very solidified, solid format. So yeah, there we go. Just sharing thoughts.